Double KMG. Aight, yeah, aight, drop, aight. Ain't nothing changed in the ghetto.
Stun up, just bought a Hummer. Pull up to the club now.
Ain't nothing changed in the ghetto.
Two runners, and they got burners. Pull up to the trap now. All the
Nothing
just
changed in the ghetto.
stun up, just bought a Hummer. Pull up to the club now. All the
Nothing
bitches
changed in the ghetto.
two runners, and they got burners. Pull up to the trap now. All the just
Nothing changed in the ghetto. And I never changed up. Praying to white Jesus ain't never saved us. Niggas playing like they
Got you, man. So now we back again. You know what time it is. Every second with Cluren Williams. Welcome to all my friends, all my viewers, all my fans out there, man, all my supporters. Cause I gotta show y'all love because y'all show me love. You know what time it is. We here today, man, after South by Southwest, and I'm gonna tell you about what happened, how it was, how the good and the bad and the ugly of it. I'm also gonna give you some info for artists, and we will not be having Victor Vincian on the show anymore, man. He's decided that he has some other things that he has to do. So our UPC section will be covered by me, and I'll be bringing you the information that you need until we can get him placed with a UPC affiliate or member as a sponsor. I would like for them to be back on the show, supporting the show, doing what we're doing. If we're going to claim to do group economics and brotherly love, then at some point, we can't be mad or, not make sure that we there to see another brother win. We got to be all the way in. That's just how things got to go. Again, man, shout out to Hello Hooray, mojo, rising. We here to stay. Ted, the whole production team, thank you for being available again on another Thursday evening. We here and we're gonna do what we gotta do, and we're gonna talk about what we gotta talk about. And y'all enjoy the podcast. It's our second season, and we just want to thank all our viewers and listeners. We got events coming up. I'm gonna be in Detroit May 1st, Black Authors Expo. Shout out to Detroit, the city of Detroit, for allowing me to be there and do my thing and highlight what I do and be able to move around the world doing this. South by Southwest wasn't how it was 2 years ago, or even 3 years ago, or maybe even 4 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago. This South by Southwest scene, it was like real unorthodox, real unorganized. People wasn't there. I also had events, things happen. Artists wasn't always satisfied, but that's just the nature of business. I got some pictures and stuff and some videos of some dope things that I enjoyed during the South by Southwest experience. I was busy, so a lot of the stuff I didn't get to record and do. And so, but Ted, if you don't mind, let's show them some of the things that happened and some of the people that I was able to experience. I got some video clips I sent you for South by Southwest. Shout out Traffic Lee, Mike Lee, DJ Mist. Already.
That nigga say, nigga, we lit. If lit wasn't had a face.
Yeah.
If we lit had a face.
Shout out Lil Key.
Yeah. There go Mr. Northwestern right there.
So that's Lil Key. That's one of the artists performing. And as you can see, he was lit up from head to toe, man. He was, saying he had the whole suit on, man. People were really out there promoting. It was real fun, man. Henny Fest, dope. Say the Truth, Bobby Billionaire. Shout out Traffic Lee. at his establishment, man. As you can see, Trey the Truth had his kids out there, his daughter and his son out there on stage with him performing. And man, the space was great. It was nice, man. Got POP Pickle in there. Shout out D-Time, H-Time. Man, representing in Austin, man. I seen Lil Flip. I seen a lot of artists out there still doing their thing, man. It was nice. It was nice. That's the good part. I got a couple of more videos we want to show you. Some more of the good part. Same venues, same vendors. There go Traffically right there. That's Bobby Billionaire. They go Pickle right there. Look at him. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? They was out there doing their thing, man. I enjoyed myself. I got some pictures with some people, dope people. And one of them is Miss Tina Ricks. I got a picture I sent you, Ted, with Miss Tina Ricks, man. Very special person, very talented. She actually had me on her show, and man, she pushed that thing, and I was able to get my message out, get my brand out, work with people, and actually get noticed through working with her. So shout out Miss Tina Ricks. Ted, throw the photo up that I got of Miss Tina Ricks. She is a musician. She is a serial entrepreneur, mother, wise woman, and she's dope, 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 dope. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the good moments of being able to see her in person after working with her, and over 2 years, no, almost 2 years or a year, about a year that went by since we last actually spoke and met, and then we, be out of South by Southwest and see her. Then she has this dope car, she has this Corvette drop top, you know what I'm saying? And we running around in the streets and we highlight the streets like, yeah, man, it was cool. And it was St. Patrick's Day, right? St. Patrick's Day doing South by Southwest, so you see me with the green Nike sweater on, supporting fake St. Patrick's Day. Great. Boom. Okay, so as we move forward to the line of business, Black excellence is one of the things that I represent, and I am an author, published author. So go get my book, Music, Money, and Murder. Go get my children's book, Oscar Wants to Fly. Now, I am going to be rebranding, and the book will not be originally in its form the way you see it anymore. And I'll be dropping two and releasing more books this year. Stay tuned, support me. We're out there, and I'm also trying to still build more resource centers and programs in the community. So all your support is always welcome with what we're doing. My positive message of the day, I'll say for the end of the show, you know how I do it. I always like to close with my thing. Black Business Week. For all the black businesses out there that's still striving and thriving, guess what? We back open, and now we can do business at a high level. So let's make sure that we support each other and do the group economics that we're here to do. Local resources. Look for your local resources. Find your local resources in your neighborhood. If you don't have any, this is the time to speak up on them and see why you don't. You got to have local resources so you can be able to make it to the next quarter. This is the time when we all on a rebound stage. We're getting some taxes, we're getting some extra money, and you might want to make sure that you're doing right by yourself by putting that money into spaces where it can grow and you can start building wealth and start building some of the things you're gonna need for hard times and troubling times. Partner up with some nonprofits in your city. Don't just sit up there and dictate and speculate and talk about them and what they're not doing and what they haven't done and where they have failed at. But get involved, reach out to them, ask to be a volunteer, do some things like that. Think positive, give out positive, and it will return to you. Um, again, South by Southwest had some local deaths. There was also a sad side to it, and the tragedy was that there were 4 people shot downtown on 6th Street during South by Southwest week. For some reason, man, this is plaguing our city where more people are coming and more people are getting hurt. It wasn't just too long ago where there was even more people who were shot and more people who had died on 6th Street. Here's some of the news footage from the situation, and actually some of the guys have got caught so far, 4 days, 5 days later since the incident.
Police say that 4 people were shot downtown around 2 a.m. You're looking at video of police investigating on East 6th Street. We want to get straight to KXAN's Brianna Hollis. She's live in our newsroom. Bree, we've learned within the hour that the suspect is now in custody.
Maggie, good morning. That's right. APD provided that update on Twitter around 5 a.m. As for the 4 people shot, they are expected to be okay. We were on scene shortly after the shooting happened. Police had East 6 blocked off from Trinity Street to Red River as they investigated. Guys, this is the same stretch of East 6 where the mass shooting was in June of 2021. Before APD made an arrest, police did say there was no threat to the public. While the shooting was late, it's a busy weekend, as we all know here in Austin with South by in town. We were on East 6 until about 4:30. There were still so many people out there. The parking lot on 7th and Trinity, just a block away, was full of people. Employees were still closing down 6th Street bars, and people were still walking up and down the open parts of East 6. The Austin Police Department still has not announced anything about a media briefing, but we are in contact with the department. We will let you know as soon as we get any more information. Maggie.
All right, Bree, thank you for some depth. The Austin Police Department did have a plan in place in case something like this happened. Along with surging officers downtown, paramedics were added to parts of 6th and Rainy Streets, plus the warehouse district. They worked with Austin Police to speed up how fast they can get to calls. Earlier this week, the police chief told us how that.
Our prayers go out to the families that have been affected. As we see, about 4 families been affected out of the situation. Mass shootings keep the plague in downtown in the same area. As you can see, also, it was the same area of a mass shooting just a year ago. Same place, same location. South by Southwest has had people go around drunk in a car, hitting thousands of people, injuring and killing thousands of people. And the sad part about it is not only is it becoming very unsafe and unorganized, but they're not even getting in tune with the black businesses and black artists and local artists in the city. The other side to that, man, is a lot of artists are just still not on their shit. Y'all are unprofessional and not ready to work in a professional manner. Having management, getting these people ahead of you and lawyers to communicate certain things in business is the way you're doing business. If you cannot do business and the only thing you can do is resort to shoot 'em up, bang, bang, bro, you need to get out the way. Y'all the reason why y'all got the music game so messed up. This is why it's so dangerous to be an artist right now, because you niggas bringing this ignorant monkey shit to the rap game. Do business, do music, get out the ghetto if you're in one. Get out the same mind frame that you've been in all your life. You can't always be fight or flight. If you can't communicate to somebody and the only thing you can do is result into going to get a gun, we are doomed. Again, I'm going to say this. If you can't communicate with somebody, learn to see the differences, learn to be at peace with the differences and move forward. Then we're doomed. We can't speak out about anything. We can't say anything. As soon as we do, the only thing you know how to do is run and go get a gun. Man, this is not worth it. A lot of stuff I seen in South by Southwest also was very distasteful. Dealing with artists and dealing with this culture is just ridiculous how unorganized it has become and how much of a mockery the music game has become. Sad. Makes me not even want to deal with it. But the fact is, this is some of the things that is in our culture that we have to just keep fighting and nicking and picking at and getting together. Now, if you are one of those people that stand in that line that is unorganized or don't understand the nature of business, then you one of those artists that need to get it together. So if you're gonna invest into your brand, invest in making sure that you understand the nature of business, the legal side, what your do's is and your don'ts is, so that you can always be ahead of the game and make the best out of your career. And other than that, South by Southwest was all right, man. It was straight. It was cool. Now, uh, back to what I'm doing and how I do it every second with Cluren Williams. You know what it is. This is where we at. Um, um, it was a very tiresome process. So being able to be healthy, us eating healthy foods, returning back to the revolutionary. That's what we doing. We already back at it, making time to heal, making sure that we stay positive. I met some amazing people there. And now I'm back to getting back to it, and we're gonna go in and get right back to work in the communities, back to the cities, back to the schools, back to the kids, working like we do. But I do want to make sure that you buying back the block wherever you at, building wealth, building skills into your community, into the kids there. And so that we can also all be on the same page because we want a quality life, we want a healthy life, we want a better life. And we can't ask nobody to get that to us. We got to get that to ourselves, right? We got to get that to ourselves. Um, Today we're not gonna have a long show. We don't have any guests on here today. Today we just rapping and we trapping with us. I'm gonna have some new music coming out. I want you guys to be on the lookout for that also. So you'll be able to see a lot of more Killer Click Music Group dropping out music and doing things and seeing visuals and videos. We're gonna be bringing out more artists. It's gonna be a turn up season. It's gonna be a season where we move forward and we do what we need to do for the brand. Again, we're gonna be setting up tours this year. I just look so much forward for the rest of this year going on. And I'm also gonna say this: I want all us in Austin, all our black men in Austin, buy the Tesla. You got to get a Tesla. No more driving regular cars. You got a regular car. Don't worry about the regular car. Put the regular car on Toro and buy a Tesla. Let the Toro car pay for the Tesla, and we're gonna leave it at that. We got to get up ahead with technology. We got to get up ahead with science as a culture, because this is where the most money is. This is where the most importance is for us to be able to actually survive. These are some most survival skills and tactics. I'm not all the way up on technology, but I know that I need to move in this space. I do stay woke. All right. So anyway, again, every second with Cluren Williams, I thank y'all so much, man, for being here with me. Before I get ready to close out, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give y'all my positive uh word of the day, because I seen today, man. Today I woke up and I felt like, man, there's a lot of pressure on me. It's a lot of pressure, and there was a lot of tasks to be done. And a lot of us are stuck with these same dilemmas. Well, we got a lot of tasks. We're already chosen to wear a lot of different hats at a lot of different times, and it comes overwhelming. And so I asked a friend of mine today, I said, hey, when you got all this stuff going on, you got a major task in front of you. You seem like a person that absorbs energy. You seem like a person that takes in energy you know, and then you just try to take it from them. Like, and what I mean by that is a person could be in pain, a person could be always having their guards up, a person could be, have so much blockage that every time that you run into them or that you deal with them, or if you are in a relationship with them and every time you correspond with them and you're just trying to have a regular conversation, it falls into a entire spiel of blockage and damage and how they didn't have this, and this is why this didn't work for them, and this person messed over them, and how all you and this, you don't really hear any type of accountability most of the time. It's just most of the just whoa me. And so being around those people, even when you care about them and you love them, you're taking that energy in and you're taking it from them. You're saying, "Oh, I care so much. Let me take that pain from you. Let me remove that feeling from you. Let me remove that suffering from you. Let me get you out of that mind frame, that traumatized mind frame and that cycle." And I say, well, okay, if you're that type of person and you were meant to be absorber, a person that takes in energy, where do you dish it out at? And how do you recharge? So my message to you guys today is, how do you recharge? Where do you sit and where do you go where do you go to a place or environment or a space that you build where everything is about pouring into you, making sure that your body isn't aching, your feet isn't hurt, that you're fed properly, that you are being able to have peaceful sound, no sound, being quiet, being able to hear your own heartbeat, being able to talk yourself. Where do you get poured into? Who is pouring into you? Do you have an access of that? Do you have an access to recharge? Another friend told me they were riding with the plug. I told him, I said, well, where's the socket? You with the plug, but where's the socket? Where charge, people? Where do you go to get poured into you so you can go back out there and fight in battles, so you can be that father, that mother, so you can be that brother, that sister you want to be, so you can be a better aunt, so you can be in more into the kids, so you can be the caretakers, so you can be the teachers, so you can be the providers, so you can be the protector. How can you go out there and be the breadwinner, be the boss, and you ain't pouring into you, or you don't have no access to have something poured into you, or people pour into you? Recharge is my message. Recharge as much as you can. You need to recharge. Don't run yourself raggedy. Don't run yourself dry, trying to be at every place, at every scenery, every party, every championship, every game. You don't have to always be there. See, one thing I learned on this mission, man, is that the more I decrease, the more God increase. You don't always have to be there. Guess what? Stuff still gonna get done. If you go to prison, you get shot, you die today, life will go on. Stuff will get done. If you lose your job and your car stop on you, if you lose your wallet, you lose your money, somebody empty out your bank account, they done stole your ID. Guess what? Things are gonna still get done. God has a tight grip on this world and the way things are going to flow. With or without you, things will get done. Does that mean don't try? Does that mean don't be great? Does that don't mean be the change in your community? No. All this means is take time to recharge. If I can't tell you nothing today, I can tell you that. Recharge and keep your faith. One thing I do is I always make sure I leave some jewels to drop on you with every second with Cluren Williams. This is what it is. Make sure y'all take time to recharge, stay up, and I'll see y'all again next week, next Thursday, with a list of artists, with a list of friends and buddies and people that I'm going to put in, and I'm going to have great conversations, and I appreciate everything y'all do for me. We're going to hold it down. And remember, this is the words of the wise, and the Every Second Cluren Williams show. I want you to stay woke, stay dangerous, and be the light of the world. Peace.
Know that I die for my team. To the top, I'm a rise.